Alright guys, Mikey here, back for some more Minecraft, and I thought I'd show some progress as to what I've done here, a little bit of a peek there, just to let you guys know what's been going on, and let's chop this tree down real quick. Oh yeah. So I've been working on this base a little bit. I've done a little bit of caving, which I really need to do, but just been working on this for now, so we'll show this off real quick. Nothing else much done up here except I added a few more barrels. Got some wood and some dirt there. Excuse me. Burping here. Okay. And you can see I definitely need more iron and gold. I went ahead and made a hammer, which helped a lot. So about here, I've laid out a kind of a game plan as to what we're going to do as far as the rooms. This is going to be one room here. Just level with here. And then the other room, like I had said in the other episode here. Don't know what I'm going to put in these yet. Connected it with a little bridge right here. Down here is where the party gets started. This is the plan for now. I'm gonna have something like this, where this is gonna be kind of a corridor room with signs indicating where stuff is. Underneath right here, I completely emptied out the mountain except for a few pillars here, which I want to keep. I'm probably gonna end up filling all of this back in with dirt to make it look like more of a natural hill once this is finished. I just wanted to get a good idea of how much room we have to work with down here. And so this is just going to be, I'm probably going to put X Hero machines down here, which is going to get me tons and tons of resources without me really having to work for it. That's the game plan. Now what we're going to do, as we need more room, is right here we're going to expand outwards and have little stations suspended in the air with some columns. So I want this to be a tall build overlooking this entire forest. And in between the little statues, we're going to have trees which are way out there in the distance. You may be able to see them. I'm going to go get saplings for those actually right now. And we're going to plant those just to give it more depth. So let's go take a look at that real quick. Don't let them touch you. That's instant poison too, I think. So yeah, I haven't uploaded in a few days. I was pretty much gone the entire weekend hanging out with family and friends. That's a witch. Friendly witch. And also work. I'm starting to get used to the help desk supervisor thing, and then they throw a little bit more work my way, which is fine. I appreciate more work, but sometimes it's good to have some time where things are routine and normal and you don't have to get used to more work, which was a little bit of a problem here, but we just need a little bit more time to adjust and we'll be fine, I'm sure. But now I'm doing web support team where I send out, we troubleshoot basic online issues. If we can't fix it, we send an email basically. So it's not too hard. Can't really complain any. Now I want one or two of these trees just to see if it's any kind of different sapling. It definitely looks like it. Firwood, okay. Alright. This axe comes in handy so much, but it does take hunger. For those who don't know. I don't know if I said that in the other episode. A lot of hunger, okay? We got firwood. I think these two over here are probably going to be oak. But I want the other saplings just in case. So we'll have red, orange, and yellow saplings. has a bee's nest in it. Oh, we'll cut it. Cut. Okay, orange sapling, good. Oh, and some mycelium here. Mycelium's good because you can grow mushrooms at any light level on those. Otherwise, you have to have mushrooms grown in a dark area. Okay. Yellow, orange, any other color we see? I think that's pretty much it. Now I gotta see if you can regrow these trees, so we're gonna go try that real quick. If you can plant them in that shape that the logs are in, you should be able to. So yeah, I haven't uploaded because of work, but I'll definitely get back into the swing of things here. I may take a break from a couple games, try some different games here. I want to try recording some Dying Light, because that's definitely got some interest to it. I know it's pretty much said and done here at this point. I'm kind of behind the curve on that, but I'm what they call a patient gamer, so I don't buy the games when they're at their full price. I'll wait for a sale. There are some games that deserve it, and some games I'll buy at full price, like Fallout 4 for instance, but usually I'm very patient about it. Okay, almost there. So it looks extremely ugly at this point, but we're going to make it look better. I can tell, looking at it from the bottom now, we can make things look more thick and alright. Let's figure out okay. Roll there. Okay, that was really bad. Over, okay, that should be cool. Just like the real Portal game, you're just trying to figure out little puzzles. Don't know why that got planted there. Okay, let's put some of this wood up real quick. This sapling too. Do I have a place for oak wood? I do not, so let's just put oak wood in here. Fir wood right here. Let's make the for oak wood, since we have so much. There's a little bit of a graphic. Okay, so first let's try to do orange sapling. Have this much. I should have more bones. Yeah. Just checking these chests. Not really organized yet, but we'll get there. Will this work? Ah, just one. Okay. Now, just for curiosity's sake, just try doing a 2x2. Nope, just one. Okay. We may have to make our own then. That's a little bit. Now, first sapling, let's try this. Just one tree. That is a tall tree. That's good. Now if we do a this, how does that work? Just one. Boring. try this. Nope, just one. Okay. That doesn't work quite as I would expect, but we'll make it work with the trees. But that's the plan for the building so far. I wanted to give you guys a quick update on that. Let's put this chunk up real quick. Okay. Now something else we gotta figure out here real quick in this episode. I want to come up with some kind of good block or texture to use for the building. And I want it to look natural. So if we're looking at the wood types here real quick we're gonna use. We have fir, oak, and spruce. Now, how I like to try to figure out things is place a couple blocks. Sorry, my chair is super squeaky. Place a couple blocks along with their planks, and what you're going to use is support blocks and all. Really, your build should have about 3 or 4 different blocks. And yes, I just took a sip of milk. Alright. So 3 or 4 different blocks. Now let's put the wood counterparts with it to see how this looks. Okay. So spruce has more of a brick texture to it. And this way you can see if, hey, maybe spruce goes well with oak planks. Or maybe fir planks go well with this kind of tree. Now something else to consider is the chisel, which is a must-have mod. Is it a stick? Oh, it's just a stick. Okay. Now, does this work? Does not work. Okay, so fir planks are eliminated. Out of the question. Now, these planks I know work, so we have a potential with these. I don't really like oak planks, to be honest. Let's use spruce planks. Some kind of spruce plank for the floor. And let's just pick one. Let's try this for instance. See, in comparison with that, it's very similar. So I'm liking that. I like that a lot. Okay. So this is going to be our support type block. This is going to be the border. The majority of our blocks are going to be these spruce wood planks right here, vertical. How's the top look? About the same. Okay. Now we need some kind of block, as you see here with these supports right here. Something to give it a good solid structural look. Usually you want gray for that. So let's see. Let's check this out. Compared to that, it looks okay. Let's see, like this. Let's see what else we have to work with. That looks okay. The polished stone brick. Fancy? Possibly. That looks good too. Compared with that wood. It's a good contrast, so I think we'll do that. And the final texture we have to worry about is the windows. So let's get some glass real quick. Alright, so window types that go with this. And we gotta be careful with this because these aren't breakable. Probably go with this, to be honest with you. Or is there more of a brown type of glass? No, we don't want brown. I think that's perfect. So those 4 blocks right there are going to be our main blocks for this. Let me get the portal gun out of here because that's annoying. Now, some fences. I don't know if you're able to do that or not. And the chisel, that would be cool. But there are other ways we can work with that. Nope, doesn't work. So what we'll do about that is we'll grab some carpenter's blocks here and make a fence. So that's a hatch. How do you make a fence? Okay, it just sticks. Now for our support blocks we're going to do something like this. Just looks like a normal fence here. And I think where is this at? Go with something dark. Like that. And then the hammer, let's beat it up a little bit. Probably just something simple like that. Right in the middle of the block. And I think that's going to look really good once we get this laid out. So just to give you an idea, now that we have our mine made up a little bit, spruce logs are going to go something like this. That should be fine. All the way around. And then we're going to have our spruce planks with a vertical is what we're going to do. Vertical, vertical, vertical. Like this. And that looks good. That'll go very well with this wood type. If we can differentiate with some spruce in between. So that's going to look really good, I think. So what we need to do now is get some stone smelted up for that. Now these rooms, it's going to be very basic. We're going to go something like this. Just 4 high, I think. So pretty much like this. Now since this is going to be this part of the roof, we need a good floor. floor you typically want to be a little bit lighter, so we might do oak logs at this point with those. What am I doing? Why am I doing it that way? It's 3 in the morning, by the way, when I'm recording this. I'll probably do large oak planks like this. That's going to make it feel like the floor is much, much bigger than it actually is. So let's try to get through one quick room real fast while we have it on, while I'm recording here. And what's cool with carpenter's blocks is you can change this at any time, and it's very easy to do. Now I think that's going to look pretty good. Whoops. Did it again twice. I'm about to just get my hammer out. It's way easier than doing this. So let's finish filling this out real quick, just so we have an idea of what we're working with. Now these pillars up here, we're probably going to stick with the spruce. TBH fam. Does that look weird? It doesn't look that weird. Okay, so something like this. Then what are we doing here? Vertical, vertical, like this. I don't know where those planks are going. Okay, so almost finished up with the basics up here. Eventually I'm going to make a little jetpack or something so we can really work on this easily. Now what makes a really good builder, and I'm not saying that I'm one, is the ability to use different kinds of blocks, and using wood is something that everyone does because it's sturdy, looks decent, and it's a good way to go if you're good at it. I'm kind of going for a basic look with this, nothing too exquisite. because I want to expand. I like simple things, but on a grand scale. So this is going to be basic blocks, but tons and tons and tons of room to do whatever I need in it. Now, since this is a supporting block, we can go ahead and work with this real quick. We're going to do the fancy polished stone brick. Just a little bit of gray here and there. To show you guys what this is going to look like. And we need more. Okay. And eventually I gotta get some power hooked up so I'm not relying on coal all the time. And I'll show you guys how to do all that. I think we'll turn that to just so it feels a little bit more anchored and secure. Okay. Now I think these are going to follow a similar pattern as well, because you don't want to use too many types of blocks when you're building, otherwise it looks chaotic. Okay. So not bad. This should give you guys a rough idea, a rough draft. Get that glass real quick. I'm probably talking really quiet, but gotta keep it down here. Okay, so that's what this looks like here. The parts that are slanted and other strong parts, we want those to look, like I said, strong. Right here, for instance. That's going to be stone. Now I'm getting a little bit of a building frenzy. I've had this finished for a few days, I just haven't come back to it. So like that. There we go. Now that looks like something that's going to be held in place pretty well. Let's fix these real quick. Who knows where those are going? Just like, nope, I must go. Oh, that scared me. That was so loud. Okay, get quiet for now. I don't know what happened. This real quick. Eventually, I think I'm going to change that to glowstone. Once I get some glowstone production, so that'll be a little bit of light right there. Okay. Okay, so that looks much better. This right here, and we connect it just to keep that feel. smells like cooking. Oh, look, it's gonna smell up here now. Cool. So that gives you guys a basic idea. I think it looks very clean. And I mean that in a good way. Now here, we're going to be using fertilizer for these kinds of supports. Let's see how that goes. I think these need to become so large. See, I didn't even know about the fertilizer until today's episode, so I'm like, oh, yeah, that'll work. Okay, much better. Very good. Now, I think you can stand here and get trees pretty easily. Yep. The fur logs have that grayish texture to them, which is what we want. Cool. So if we're looking at this from this side, not bad. Not bad at all. Right here we're going to need for lots as well. Go back there. Okay. Do we have another stack? I think we do. Yep. Well, let's put that. Uh-oh. Do what I want to do. Giving me a hard time here. There, lock it. Okay. So we're going to go around the edge real quick. Do something like this. Bye-bye. And then the oak. Large, long wood. Just to give us an idea here. We're looking on the stairs, how does that look? That looks pretty good. Now doing it this way with the carpenter's blocks does require a lot more wood than you would hope to spend on your early build. But that's fine. Steps just to be unique to this space. I like you see me be like, oh, I don't like the way that looks. No problem. Let's throw some carpenter's blocks. Put our carpenter's block to work here. That way we have a good distinguished stair look. Plug in this side block right here. Very, very good. Now this, I don't want these to be solid blocks. That feels like there's so much more room right there, guys. These are gonna be like this. And then completing this look right here. Making everything look solid. That looks fantastic. Now that feels like we get some sturdy stairs we can jump around on. That looks really good. Looking down there. Looking good. It feels roomy, like you can jump around here. Not like it's taking up too much room. Everything feels secure. I think so far it's coming along nicely. Let's eat real quick. And I think that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and tune in next time where we finish up this house a little bit. Next time I want to work on getting some machines working and some power, so we can start processing a bunch of stone, glass, and all that without using charcoal. Again, thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.